Good evening. Welcome back to Birdify. My name is Danica, and this week we're going to show you 3 Instant Pot meals that take no time at all. Tonight we're going to start off the night with a butternut squash soup and a curry butternut squash soup. So let's go over the ingredients so we can share what was going on tonight. All right, we got some butternut squash, some carrots, some onion, I got some bay leaves, I got some curry paste, and for seasonings, I got some sage, I got some celery seed, and some salt, and some water. All right, so we're gonna start off by sauteing our vegetables. I have on my Instant Pot here, I have it on our saute mode. Get that out of the way. This is up nice and close to you guys. So we got this going. So we're going to add our onion. And carrot, whopping spoonful of garlic. Okay, maybe a little bit more. We like garlic. Well, I love garlic. Garlic and everything. All right, so we're going to let that saute up until it gets nice and brown. Smell. We're gonna get this moving and grooving. Okay, so we're gonna add our seasonings. This is a good time to add the seasonings. The oil in the bottom of the pan will help the seasonings bloom and make them taste amazing, which we love. We're gonna keep that going. All right, and then we're gonna add the curry paste. Let that get going. I'm gonna wait for that to melt down a little bit. This is a great meal if you are coming down with a cold or if you're not feeling great. Curry has a special power ingredient, turmeric. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. It also has some ginger and some other fabulously amazing food ingredients that helps with inflammation, helps with making you feel good. And it's winter, and we need some of that goodness going on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add our. It's gonna melt down more once we get the Instant Pot going. The best part about this entire meal is it only takes about 10 minutes in the Instant Pot. So it's gonna take about 5 minutes to come to pressure, and another 5 minutes to pressurize. We're gonna add my husband's favorite thing in the world, these Baileys. He really loves chomping on these. So we're gonna add those right in. And now we're gonna put on the lid. Okay, so we're gonna start with the pressure. We're gonna pressurize this. We're gonna put it to sealing. You have a gasket over here that you're gonna push to sealing. Make sure it's sealed. You're gonna go to pressure cook. We're gonna go on high. Oh, and then we're gonna go down to 5 minutes, and we're gonna hit start. I have a Ninja, so that's how mine works. It all depends on what you have as a pressure cooker. But we're gonna let that come to pressure, and then we're gonna let it spit out its hair, and then we'll see you right back. All right, so what we're doing right this second, I made some garlic butter. What we're doing is I'm just buttering the sides of this bread, and we're gonna flip them upside down and turn on the stove, and we're gonna add some cheese on top. We're having what I would like to call the best grilled cheese sandwich ever. I will show you my garlic butter sauce another night, but tonight we're gonna just show you a nice grilled cheese. You got about another couple minutes left on our soup. We're gonna there. Alrighty, we're gonna add a couple of slices to this one. I'm using sharp cheddar. You can use Gouda, you can use whatever cheese floats your boat. If it floats your boat, it is great. Alright, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna let those start cooking. And we're gonna go check on our soup. All right, so our soup is done. I found another bay leaf here. Alrighty, so I just pulled out all the bay leaves. What I'm going to do is going to take the immersion blender. If you don't have immersion blender, a regular blender will work. But we're going to take this and we're going to all right, so I'm adding about a quarter cup of heavy cream to make this nice and creamy. We're gonna get that mixed up. Alrighty, now it is time to plate up or place into bowls. We are gonna show you. This soup is, like I said, I absolutely love butternut squash soup. It's one of my favorites. About a couple of years ago, I had a laryngitis so bad. I had it for about a week and a half. I made this soup and it really did wonders. This is a wonderful soup if you're feeling under the weather. It is so silky and smooth. It is a soup that I can drink from a cup. Alright. Alright, so we'll see you back here and we're gonna plate up, we're gonna eat. Welcome back. This is night 2 of our Instant Pot dinners. Tonight we're doing a tortellini pasta dinner. Let's go over the ingredients so we can get cooking. We got water, tortellini, sausage, onion, lots of garlic, Italian seasoning. We got a Parmesan cheese, some tomato sauce. I have some ricotta cheese and some heavy cream to make this nice and creamy. All right, we're gonna hit the pot with some, I got my Instant Pot on saute mode. We're gonna put some onion in there. Nice and loud and sizzling. We're gonna add some seasoning salt. You can use regular salt if you like. I'm gonna stir that all up. We're gonna put those started. I had about a teaspoon or so of avocado oil at the bottom of the pan. We're gonna add some garlic. We're gonna cook that until it is fragrant. All right, so we're definitely can smell that now. We're gonna add our Italian sausage. These are just been pulled out of the casings. If you can get bulk Italian sausage, that will work too. I'm using sweet Italian. You can use spicy, you can use mild, you can use whatever kind of sausage you like. You can even use chicken sausage if that would work better for you. I'm gonna get that all mashed up and ground up. So with a tortellini, we want to use frozen tortellini or the fresh tortellini that you would find in the refrigerator section. Do not, and I repeat, do not use the tortellini that you find in your pasta aisle. It does not have a good texture when cooked. So that is my tidbit on tortellini. We're gonna use, so we're gonna let that brown up, and we'll be right back, and we'll add all of the rest of the ingredients that we need. Then we'll start the Instant Pot process. All right, so we're gonna add our tortellini pasta into the Instant Pot. We're gonna add some tomato sauce. I got about half a jar here. I am gonna add some water to the here inside, and we're gonna up. We're gonna put that right in, along with the rest of this water. So what we're gonna do is make sure all the pasta is covered, and this is gonna be one really quick dinner. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the lid on. We're gonna add the ricotta cheese, the heavy cream, and the Parmesan cheese last, because if we add it now, it will curdle everything and give weird textures. We do not want that. But we are gonna add some Italian seasonings, a little bit more salt, and lots of black pepper. Stir that up. All right, we're gonna put the lid on. All right, and we're gonna hit pressure cook. We're gonna go down to 3 minutes. And we're gonna hit start. Make sure your sealant is on seal. Your gasket is on seal, and then we just wait. All right, so what I did is I let out the steam where I released the pressure. I think that it's all done. We're gonna open this up, and we're gonna add a few more touches to make this dinner absolutely perfect. We're gonna add some heavy cream, make it nice and creamy. About a quarter cup of there. This is gonna make it taste like a lasagna, which I love. This is add some ricotta cheese, which I have some garlic powder. I have some salt, pepper, and some Parmesan cheese. I mixed up inside, so it's nice and flavorful. Do that. Alrighty. And then we're going to add a sprinkle of parm. Alright, so we're going to mix that all in. And we're going to plate up. And this is tonight's dinner. I hope you enjoy. I hope you try it. If you do try it, leave me a comment down below or put hashtag Bertify on Instagram so I can see what you've done. Have a good night. Welcome back to night 3 of the Instant Pot dinners. Tonight is going to be a fun one. Tonight is going to be beef stroganoff. This is going to take longer than the other 2 Instant Pot dinners, but it's so worth it. So if you have a little extra time, this one is a good one to do. So let's go over the ingredients for tonight's dinner. Okay, so we're using some beef tips or stew beef. You can use top round, something thinner if you want, but that's just what I'm going to use tonight. Mushrooms, egg noodles. This is what the beef stroganoff is gonna lie on. You can use mashed potatoes and rice if you want to do so. We got some sour cream. I got some onions, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, lots and lots of garlic. I got some beef broth. I got a cornstarch slurry. I got some butter, and I got some seasoning. This is a 21 gun salute from Trader Joe's. It's an amazing seasoning. It's great on grilling and all kinds of things. And of course, my favorite seasoning salt. All right, let's get to cooking. We're gonna start with sauteing some onions at the bottom of our pan. I have my Instant Pot on saute mode, so we're gonna start there. We're gonna add some onions. I already got it nice and hot. We're gonna just saute these up for a few minutes. Okay, so we're sauteing up some onions here. We're gonna saute these until they're translucent. And I'm gonna, they're almost there because this pan is nice and hot. I'm gonna shove them to the side. And we're gonna season the beef real quick, and then we're gonna brown that. We're gonna brown that in some batches, but let's season the beef first because unseasoned beef, no good beef. Let's go. Okay, so I have some flour already on this beef. This is gonna help it brown. It's also gonna help thicken the sauce. Now we're gonna liberally season it with the seasoning salt and the 21 gun salute seasoning. The 21 gun salute seasoning has like garlic, salt, onion, pepper. So I'm not gonna put any pepper in here because this has got a good bite to it on its own. We're gonna season it liberally, and we're gonna just get in there with our hands. You know, I don't really like this part, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna get that seasoned up so it's nice and flavorful, and then we're gonna just like so. Now we're gonna just shove this in a single layer on the bottom of the pan. We're gonna just stick half of this in here, and we're gonna brown everything on all sides. All right, that's about as much as I'm gonna do because I want to make sure we brown make sure it browns because that's where all the flavor is gonna be. Okay, so the beef is nice and brown. It is not all the way cooked, and that is perfectly fine. That was not what I'm after. I just wanted it nice and brown and full of flavor. Okay, so in the same pot, do not clean that pot out. It's against the rules to clean out perfectly good flavor in the pot. So we're gonna add some butter. And we're also gonna add some mushrooms to the pot. And we're gonna cook these down, and then we're gonna take them back out. We're not gonna keep these in here when we pressurize because they're gonna disappear or get mushy, and that's not fun. Alrighty. We're gonna salt these up. And more seasoning. Season every layer. And we're gonna brown these up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We are now going to the pressurizing. Don't mind the black head in the way. He wants the squeaker toy that is there. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna put the beef back into the pot with all the juices, all the onion things, whatever. We're gonna put it all back in here. We're gonna add our garlic. We didn't add it earlier because it would have burned, and burnt garlic is gross. And we're gonna get that stirred up a little bit. Let that beef soak up some of that garlic juice. All right, so we're gonna also add the beef broth. This is about 1.5 cups, but just put enough in to cover the beef. Don't put, I don't have a lot, so I may not eat the entire 1.5 cups. So, actually, I did need all of it. Okay, so we're gonna let that in. We're also going to add some Worcestershire sauce. Make it beefier and tastier. Add that in there. All right, so now we're going to put the lid on. And we're going to hit pressure. We're going to go on high. Make sure your gasket is on seal. And we're going to go up to 20 minutes. I'm actually going to hit 22 because these are a little bit thicker. And I'm going to hit start, and we'll be back when it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, we're back. It is just counted down to, and then it's ended. Now we're going to wait for it to count out to 10 because we're slow releasing for 10 minutes. Once it gets to the 10 minutes, then we'll let it, we'll release the rest of the pressure and we'll go from there. We're going to go, I want to bring you back to my board here. I cut up some dill because dill is a good green for this. And I got some sour cream. I added some seasoning salt to it to make it flavorful to add to this. Once this is to the 10 minutes, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're going to open this up. Move this to the side here. Okay, so next stop is adding our cornstarch slurry. We're going to stir this back up a little bit. Alrighty. Like so. It's nice and thick. Alright, we're going to add this right into their dish here. I'm going to put it back onto... We're going to put it back onto the saute mode, or the sear saute mode. And we're going to heat this up and stir it around until it's nice and the sauce gets thickened. Because you want a nice, thick, saucy sauce. It smells amazing, by the way. It is, I am drooling. The man behind the camera is drooling. I'm pretty sure the dog is drooling, smelling this smell. So make that nice and get that all stirred up. I'll actually switch over to the spatula here. This is a little easier. We're going to heat that up a little bit, and when it gets thick, we're going to add the sour cream and the dill here. All right, it is thickening up nicely. The meat is fall apart tender. You can, like, I am breaking it by just stirring it around here, which is great. It's going to add some nice fresh greenness. Now we're going to add sour cream. Turn off. I'm going to turn that off so it stops boiling. We don't want to boil the sour cream here. We're going to stir that up. Now we're going to plate up. Now, my goodness, I think this is the best dinner of the 3 that we've made this week. And it's hard to tell because the butternut squash soup was my favorite, but I feel like this one's gonna come out on top. All right, let's plate up. Okay, dinner is served. We're gonna add some more greenness. Dinner is served. If you like these 3 Instant Pot meals and you would like to see more from me, hit the subscribe button down below, like and share. We'll see you back next week.